I think that's why, I actually watched it on the airplane, and I've watched it again since then. And I keep the soundtrack in my phones when I'm
Yeah.
exercising. It's a really cool soundtrack.
Good
So
song. Yeah.
Gully Boy's been my favorite and only Bollywood
Bollywood.
Bollywood movie.
You've been traveling a lot of places. What sort of a food do you like in India? You like
It
dhaba
depends.
style, or you
I
prefer
No, the double
hygiene
style. I
food?
mean, if I go on the bike, we sit and we'll eat double style, no
Wow.
problem whatsoever. Thali, so veg,
Wow.
non-veg.
Hmm.
Also depends if we're going south, north. Rajasthan, I love mutton. So lal mas for me is
Lal mas. Amazing.
I love it. If I come south, if I spend more time in Mumbai, then I eat more vegetarian.
Yes.
Palak paneer, I can eat that all day, every day. So
Wow.
it does depend on where I am. And then I've also been snowboarding in Kashmir, in Gulmarg.
Kashmir.
And
Wow.
there we had a vasvan. So that was,
Wajwan,
very much
my favorite.
mutton.
Tabak
Yeah.
mas, Wajwan, Rista,
So
man.
so exactly. So depending on which state I'm in, I like to eat what the locals are eating. So I don't have one particular favorite. But paratha for me is it's death. I love it too much, especially when we come play in Chennai or
Chennai. You should
yeah.
try
That
the
makes
parathas in north side. When you come to Delhi or when you go to
okay.
Rishikesh, they have the biggest paratha you'll ever have, stuffed with potatoes or whatever, like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
paneer. It's so much.
yeah. No. That does me. I have far too many parathas.
So I have one more question again. How much have fitness levels changed since you were playing till now? I think you have already answered that.
Yeah, no, tremendously. And it's
Mm.
interesting because when you work at IPL, most of the teams will have an overseas and a local fitness trainer. And the big concern, I mean, even at state level, you'll have fitness trainers now. And I think the key though is that being fit is not just about going to the gym. I think yoga for me has been amazing. I never did yoga while I played. I was always,
Srishan say
yeah.
you're the fittest till now, and he said you can still play, you can still make anyone run out from the point.
No.
He wanted to
Yeah,
ask you
maybe
one question.
maybe I can run out. Yeah. What? Yeah, maybe I can
Uh,
still run out, but not between the wickets like I used to. Maybe one or two, but not a three. No
Not
more
a three.
threes. No,
And
no more threes.
who's the fittest cricketer around the world? Do you reckon who is around the world? You have seen
Yeah, I
so
think
many of them.
the interesting thing is that I've and having watched the IPL, there's different players with different requirements. So if you're a fast bowler, if you're a batsman, you've got different physical requirements. But
Hmm.
I think the one thing about the physical issues is what if you speak about somebody's fitness. I think there's two things that I look at: is that how often do they get injured, and then does their fitness level allow them to go above and beyond their
Hmm.
cricketing in their cricketing performances. So, and I think obviously someone like a Steve Smith stands out, but he doesn't look like the fittest kind of guy. But you see, if I see Virat Kohli, I mean,
Hmm.
in this instance is where you've seen his transformation.
Yeah, yeah.
You've seen him as a chubby youngster, India
Hmm.
under 19 captain,
Hmm.
and him making that realization that if he is going to be consistently at the top of his game, he needs
Yeah.
to change his whole outlook on fitness. And it's not just about the
It's
gym;
true.
it's what you eat, what you put into you. I think that's a
Exactly.
key for me. Is
That's the
that
key.
I have
True.
I have an Ayurvedic doctor in Mumbai, and he
Hmm.
assisted with our last birth of our boy
Wow.
Nathan in 2017, and he's always just saying, Jonty, what you take in is so the health of your gut is, and especially now with this COVID-19, everyone's saying, well, we need to boost our immunity, and for
Hmm.
me, it's like practicing like it's a match situation. You can't
Yeah.
suddenly get sick and think, let me
True.
go to the doctor, let me take
Yeah.
a tablet, and that'll fix me.
True.
What is my foundation like? What is my system like? And I think, if you watch someone like a Virat Kohli and you see the fitness levels, and you can tell, I mean, you can see from what he was like as a youngster to what he's doing now,
Hmm.
and how he just keeps scoring runs and runs and runs and runs and plays a lot of cricket without much injury. So, I think fitness is not something body who can run all day.
Yeah.
There's the guys who can do that, but it doesn't help their game. But I think if you look at somebody's fitness levels and you translate that into them being the best player that they can be, I'd have to say Virat Kohli is right up there right now
Definitely. The
in
best
the
thing
world.
about Virat, I've seen him in one days and 2020. When he finished, whenever he scored 100 or when we bat first or bat second, he will come the first one to do the catching for the one
Yeah,
or two just to go
yeah,
through. hit few balls at the stump. So every time he enjoys, I think that's the quality of him because every game he wants to win. At the
Yeah,
same time, MS Dhoni also same. Whenever he is very in a calm way, he comes,
yeah,
see what's happening. Do every time we go to the field, we have to catch the ball first, take the field. Especially with the new ball when you go for the field,
yeah, yeah,
especially the slip catches. Whenever I want, every time I want a new ball for the slip catches, and Fleming or Hussey, they always make sure I'm doing it right because you
yeah,
need to do catches with the new ball. That's I felt
yeah.
it has to get into your finger.
It's like it's a match situation. So I mean,
Sorry.
I think that's the key. You know, if you're practicing and you're practicing with an old ball that's comfortable, you
Yeah.
come to the game and hit your fingers, suddenly it doesn't feel the same. So that practicing like it's a match situation is so important. It really is. So it's good to see. And I mean, I can understand. I know why you're successful. You go. If you don't go,
Yeah.
you'll never know. But you also
Exactly.
you're practicing
Yeah.
like because you can't turn on your A game
Uh,
when the game starts.
so
Your
game
A game
start.
has to be on the whole
Be
time.
on the whole time. True.
Whole time. You know, because you got to practice like it's a game. So I think that's very important.
So one more thing about in your playing days, I always wanted to know why you always stood close to the wicket, like 15
Mm.
yards. You always there to maybe the position you wanted to catch the ball from the down because some of the cricketers they play really hard putt, especially Sachin to Inzi or I would say the Azharuddin and your
Yeah,
few of the others, the Brian Lara like with the
yeah.
back lift,
Great cut. Steve Waugh is a
Steve
really
O,
good
yeah,
cutter of the ball.
even
And you
Devin
know,
Martin,
yeah, yeah, good
Marco,
square,
yeah.
very good square of the wicket. So I think the key with me, Suresh, was that because we didn't have fielding coaches, so
Mhm.
my fielding was a makeup of as a tennis player.
Yeah.
So we talk about the split jump. So split jump allows me
Mm,
to go to backhand, forehand as a tennis
mm,
player when I'm
mm.
returning serve. But as a football player and as a hockey player, I was the goal scorer, so centre forward. So I would always play against goalkeepers. And the
Yes. Yeah.
goalkeepers, if I had the ball on the stick and I was coming into the circle, the goalkeeper comes towards me. Same thing in football. If I come into the box with the ball
Mhm.
at my feet, the goalkeeper comes. Because if he stands on his line, he can't reach the corner. It's too far.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if he comes down and cuts the
Mhm.
angle. But also, just remember, I mean, there was no power play at the front. So the top order in 50 over cricket, the batsmen, the same test batsmen were playing 50 overs. So they would
Mhm.
lay, they would look for
Yeah.
ones, look for twos,
Yeah.
ones and twos for the first 10 overs until Sanat Jayasuriya and Kalu
Yeah.
came and they
Kalu.
smashed the
Kalu.
ball. But up until then, most guys were, drop and run, drop and run. So I was getting in. So cutting the angle down for me. But again, it meant that the ball was coming faster. So I had to be prepared before the ball was hit. And that was the difference. So by cutting down the angle, if you are Sachin, they could also see me. So they would
Mm.
think, oh, Jonty's there, but shouldn't we go? No, okay, let's rather not go. Whereas
Because
if
when they
I'm
used
further
to
back,
drop the ball, I remember you used to pick it from the small square. You used to always throw at the stump. So batsman
yeah,
knew if I run, I will be gone.
yeah, danger end is both ends.
Yes.
So but I think the key with that was you got to watch the bat because that's where the ball is coming from. But I was also watching the body language of the player. So if he's looking to defend, I was coming already. So by the time he's taken his first step, I'm already taken 3 steps because I've seen him defend. So I'm coming forward. If I see him look for the square cut, then I'm ready to catch the ball. So looking at the batsman, being prepared before the ball is hit, that was always the key. And the reason why I came in was to cut that angle down because otherwise, if I saw myself basically as a goalkeeper. So 5 meters, so 2.5 meters either side, that was my goal, was to
Mhm.
save the ball. If it was a catch, if there was a run out, that was bonus. But my job, save the ball from
Yeah.
going in the goal.
Yeah.
So the closer I could get, meant I could cut the angle down, but it also did mean that the ball came,
But
especially for the
yeah.
guys who were good square, it did come harder. So I had to be ready before the ball was played. But that was the main reason is that, but like I said, there was no power play. So players weren't looking to go up and over. They were just looking
Yeah.
to get the ball off the
Yes.
square. And if there was a bad ball, which we had a few fast bowlers who would bowl short and wide, so yeah, you'd have to catch
You
a
take
few
it.
sharp deliveries. But other than that, always people looking for ones. So I was coming in to save the single.
Been doing everything is good. Would love to have you in India very soon. And like I said in the afternoon, we would love to see you in India. We do a lot of things. So it was very nice talking to you. We had a lot of
Thank you,
fun.
brother. Thank
I
you.
wanted to just one Hindi song, just two line or something. Just and
No.
last, no,
Yeah.
and one question, one last one.
Yes.
If you want to see one wicketkeeper who can do the best fielding in all over the world, from your days, from our days, who can do the best fielding,
With his gloves
any
on or in the
without the
field?
gloves, because nowadays
Oh,
we they
okay.
do play with the
Yeah, yeah. I think AB de Villiers has been
yeah,
I've been a big fan of AB de Villiers, but he just does some incredible things. So he was not always a wicket
the stop
keeper. He
man. Yeah,
was, in fact, I was very sad when he became wicket keeper because then I didn't have him in the field.
yes,
But so for me he's just he's such a great all rounder, and I know MS Dhoni's had an incredible career and he gets a lot of guys out.
yes. No,
He's way
AV
too sharp.
is very
He's
very
way too
sharp.
sharp. But AB as a fielder. He
Number
does
one.
some incredible things, man. He moves so well. He's
And
got
he
a
works
great
really hard.
arm.
I've seen
Yeah,
him in the
yeah, yeah,
field before the match,
yeah,
and
yeah,
every time he just come hit few shot.
yeah,
Then fielding, he just put everything in. So that's
yeah,
the
yeah.
best thing about him. Whenever I've seen him during IPL, whenever we played against him, even the Jack Callis also, I saw him when
Yeah.
taking a lot of catches, slip catches, long time back
Yeah.
when we went to Indian team with the 2006.
Okay.
So pretty good.
No, I think South Africans have always had a very good work ethic,
Mhm.
and but again, I mean, the important thing there is that it's not just practicing hard; it's also practicing smart.
So why
Because
guys who have always the best all rounders?
uh, we had three at once. Sean Pollock, Lance Klusener, Jacques Ellis.
Jack
But
Callis.
no, not as many now. But I mean, you're South
No,
African. You grow up.
yeah. I played with LB Mokel. He was brilliant. He
Okay,
was
yeah,
a
yeah,
game changer
yeah, yeah.
for us.
Good player,
Then we played
fantastic.
with one more. Uh, no, LB Mokel. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't say Imran Tahir. Not
he
no
plays with
rounder, eh?
us. No,
Not a no rounder.
Is he? No.
Caught bat.
Good man. Good
Great guy,
man.
but caught bat, eh?
Good man. But he wants to take
No.
bat from everyone.
Oh, really?
He after the bowling, he just go check the bats
Oh, yeah.
from each and every
Yeah.
batsman.
I think he does some good work in South Africa. I think he's got some good charities and clubs that he
Yeah.
that he gives. It's not for himself. I don't think
Yes.
he ever
Yes.
uses them.
But I'm so amazed to see at age of 40, he does each and everything so professionally, eats
Yeah,
nicely, and train very, very hard. And all thanks
yeah,
to Greg King. He's a trainer from South Africa. He trains with
yeah,
us and makes sure everyone is light. Because last time when we came back after 2 years, everyone was talking about we are old, we are this and that. But
yeah, yeah.
we felt like a
Amazing.
team,
A young team, eh?
a
Yeah.
young team with a lot of
Uh,
kids around.
But maybe you guys were a happy team and you were very
Happy
relaxed with
team.
your families,
Yes,
and
exactly.
you put in the work, and that's always required. And sometimes it's this here
Mhm.
that is the difference between winning and losing a game. So